Welcome back to another unboxing, everyone. I'm Mark, and we're talking about The Shared Dream by Odam Publishing. Now, as you can tell, there's a whole lot of stuff here that came with the Kickstarter. Today, on this video, we're only going to concentrate on the main core box, which is right here. These are all the expansions, as you see here on the left. Again, we're only going to talk about this one today. There's a whole bunch of stuff on here, and I don't want to spend an hour explaining everything. But right now, we're going to take a look at Shared Dream, but you do have 4 additional expansions if you back the Kickstarter. Okay, so I'm going to move these to the side here real quick. And I'm going to be doing a separate video on each unboxing for each one of those. But let's concentrate on the Shared Dream. Here it is. The artwork in this game is unreal. It's about a dream state. So let's take a look at the side of the box. Shared Dream. Pretty much the same all the way around. Let's take a look at the back. Includes 23 miniatures, The Shared Dream. It says, bring your dreams to life. Let's take a look at this real quick. It says, you have awoken from a nightmare only to discover that your dark dream has come to life and seeks to snuff you out. But do not be afraid, for you are not alone. Others have had the exact same nightmare. Others are ready to fight back, claim the power of your dreams, relive parts of your shared dream while avoiding or destroying the nightmarish creatures it has created. Discover the keys to banishing your nightmare and restoring peace in your city. Experience the Shared Dream. Each Shared Dream scenario contains its own nemesis, win conditions, and mechanics, giving each Shared Dream a playstyle all their own. With 5 Shared Dream scenarios to choose from, 10 unique player characters, and a modular city that changes with every playthrough, the Shared Dream combines the strategy and replayability of a board game with the mood, theme, and storytelling of a tabletop role-playing game. Not suitable for children under the age of 3, this product is not a toy. It was released in 2017. It's for 2 to 4 players. 60 to 120 minutes, ages 15 plus. All right. My girl Rosie's in the picture here, it seems. So she's going to be joining us for this unboxing as well. She'll be in and out. There she is. All right. She's always welcome for anything I do. All right. Let's open up this box and let's get to it. Rule book. Number one thing, rule book. One thing I noticed, I watched a playthrough video of this. Again, I've never played it myself, but I did watch a playthrough of this. The rules are kind of complex. It's not, you're not going to get it the first time you go through the game. I've noticed that myself. But it looks to be an excellently written game and looks like it has a lot of great components to it. So you got the title page right there, Shared Dream, objectives, your component list, glossary of different terms that they have here. Anima, Animus, Artifacts, Believer, DCMA, The Doubt, Echoes, Nemesis, Reaver, Shadow, Shared Dream, Sleeper, Taint, and Walking World. Let's move on. Global component overview of what you get in the core box. Again, this is just a core box we're going through today. Just a core box. We're not doing the expansions, excuse me. How to set up the game. 2-player city setup, 3-player, 4-player. They even give you a sample of how to set it up. So on the bottom here, it says something kind of cool. It says number of players. You have 2, 3, or 4. Total number of locations. So if you have 2 players, you get 13 locations. 3 players, you get 14. 4 players, you get 15. You get 7 streets, 5, 7, 9. Number of stop sign streets. 2, 3, 4, and final board size 4x5, 4x6, and 4x7. So it depends on how many players you're going to have. This is not a solo game. All right. So you have day phase, order of events, day phase actions, and of course the night phase, order of events. The Anima overview. Put that over here to the side. That doesn't belong in there. Let's put that in there. Anima overview. Different character, Tillman Scott. Now, one thing you're going to notice is that you have one character who's your main character, which will be Tillman Scott. And he has Anima and Animus. So when he's under in his sleep, he turns into a superhero. So during the normal day, he's Tillman Scott, but at nighttime, in his dreams, he's a superhero. And each of the characters has a combat, magic, social, movement, damage, health, Anonymous rank, passive aspects, and Anonymous abilities. Conviction, nightmare, and doubt. Channeling the Anonymous. Taking tests, combat. The enemies. You got Taint, Shadows, Reavers, Violence Reavers, Torment Reavers, Ruin Reavers, Nemesis. Tracking enemy health, enemy movement, enemy attacks. Over here, other rules, echoes, artifacts, personal reflections, reflection progression, player elimination, ending a personal reflection, using your personal reflection deck. Personal reflection example, root of evil. Scenarios, beast at the door. Dead serious. Really cool artwork. Very nightmarish. Love it. Explosive nightlife. Sorry, I should take a look at the first one here. Sorry, that one's a beast at the door. Very cool artwork. Attack of the Mind render. Looks kind of sci-fi. And then, of course, War of the Roses. Non-player characters: Melisandre, Bert, John McAllister, Asia or Asha, and your FAQs, your frequently asked questions. In the back, Shared Dream. Again, the expansions. Very comprehensive rulebook. This kind of tells you how to put your dials together, your shadow dial setup, and errata. Attack the Mind render errata. Frequently asked questions as well down there. Nothing on the back. Tokens. We've got a whole bunch of tokens. So you got some crosses. Now, when I got this, I said to myself, I must have two missing. No, it's the right amount of dials. They just printed 2 extra sections. There's nothing that's supposed to be there, so there's nothing in the box. I contacted the company, and they guaranteed me that you're not missing anything there, okay? The little white pellets in between fell out. Cardstock is, it's decent. One thing I noticed on a lot of this is the fact that on the front you have pictures, on the back you have nothing. So of course we'd love to have stuff. We'd like to have artwork on front and back, but most of the material that we have here is only information on the front of the card, not on the back or on the different characters. Okay. Moving on. Some more tokens. Main characters up top here. Again, never played the game, not sure what the tokens represent, but you could tell we got quite a few of them. Another group. Put the interest aside for a moment because there's a lot of stuff to go through here. So, that's what's in the box. Stuff's hiding under these cards, and stuff is hiding under these cards. So you get a lot of stuff in here. Day cubes. Taint cubes, or the night. Standees, white for good. 2 different character types. You got standees for them. Okay. These are the clips that you use for when you're putting together your dials. So you have front and back for those. They clip right into there. You put it into this hole here. Pop one out real quick so you can see. Right there. See that? Right there. Right. You spin the dial. 6-side dice. Don't need to take them all out, but you get the idea. Nice day. Nicely done. Blue and red. Not sure if the blue and red represents anything, but you have 2 different sets. Total of 8 dice. Cards. Very well done. The front, the artwork is all beautiful. Again, nothing on the back. Got a killer clown. All right, so you have your Nemesis, which is Mike Purcell. Dreamscape, he's the infiltrator. That's who he is. So you can tell things change. So his combat goes from 2 to 3, his magic goes from 3 to 4, social goes from 3 and decreases to 2. His movement goes from 2 to 4. Okay, and in here you have doubt. So we see the tokens right here that we already looked at earlier. It's right here. Doubt gets 2 of those. Nightmare 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. Conviction 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It says up here, a lifelong dreamer with a heart of gold. Mike wasn't surprised when his dreams started becoming real. While the infiltrator identity may run counter to his true personality, being something greater does not. All right, so he's that person. So each person, the person who's playing Mike Purcell gets 2 cards, not just 1. Gets both the cards. All right. Got Jerry Holt, a Nemesis Lightbringer. So there's Lightbringer. There's Jerry Holt. Again, you see. Combat 3, 4, Magic 2, Magic 6, Social 2, Social 3, Move 3, 2. A lot of these cards go through. Francis Calvinetti is a Nemesis Scion. There's Scion right there. Now, could we have had a card? Now, one of the questions we could ask yourself is, should the card have had 2 different sides, where you keep it on one side like this and just flip it over, it's like that? Doesn't really matter. Some people will complain about it. I'm okay with it. All right. Let's continue going on. See all the main characters. Blake Winters, Pyromancer is his Nemesis. In 3 ranks, it says here, passive aspect, Way of the Flame, Dragon Blood, and Molten Touch. Also, he has special powers when he takes on the role of Pyromancer, and when he's a normal guy just walking around, also he has limited powers and can get wounded. He has Conviction, Nightmare, and Doubt. So his combat strength goes from 1 to 2, magic 5 to 7, social goes from 3 down to 1, his movement is 1 and moves to 2. All right. Billy Prust, a Nemesis Monster Hunter. Let's take a look at Monster Hunter. Nikki Meeks, it says Cleo, C-L-E-O. Cleo stands for Cybernetic Law Enforcement Officer. That's that one. So, again, combat goes from 2 to a 6. That's a huge jump. 3 and 3, 4 and 4, 3 and 2. All right. Again, it gives a little bio of each person here. All right. Ryder Strathmore, a Nemesis Ghost Detective. He's a ghost detective here, so let's take a look at that picture there. That's kind of cool. This one is cool. Again, goes from 2 to 5, 4 to 4, 3 to 3, 2 to 3. Ava Melendez, Psyblade. That's pretty cool. So combat goes from 2 to 5, 2 to 5, 4 to 4, 3 to 3. Okay, Conviction, Nightmare, and Doubt again. Single Focus, Force Shield, Psionic Shift. So it looks like everybody has 5 Conviction, everybody has 5 Nightmare, and everybody has 2 Doubt. They're all the same. The differences are in the numbers up top. So Tillman Scott, as we already mentioned beforehand, he's the superhero, and there's the superhero. All right. Combat 4 goes from 1 to 4. Magic 5 to 3, 3 to 2, 1 to 4. Strong Arms, Tireless Defender, Heroic Resolve. Last but not least, you have Erica, who is a telepath. There's your telepath. And there's your Erica. If you look at the cards again, the upgrades, 1 to 3, 6 to 7, 4 to 7, 1 to 2. All right. On to other decks of cards, because there be plenty of cards in this game. Invasion, Start, Draw, Panic, Spawn, Explosive Nightlife, Minion Combat card. Location, Docks, War of the Roses event. So the cards go with the scenario. So you have to pull the cards out and look at the different scenarios to find out which cards go with which scenario, obviously. Cool thing that we got here is this. Player card, action cards, and on the back side of that one, player actions. Move, attack, reflect, draw artifact, rest, channel, location, action, other actions, move, all the same. So front and back are the same. Got enough for all the people who are playing in the game. And of course you have the night phase order events, enemies act, raise taint, nightmare test, night phase action. The taint is the black ones, so it goes into night. And of course you have day phase, which is return, echo, conviction, and nightmare, decide action order, and your actions. And those you would use the white cubes for day and basically the black for night. So again, on the top, it tells you which scenario you're playing, which card goes with which scenario, and location, the library, boxing gym. So to go through them and see what it is. It's told by title up there and the colors on it. Okay, it tells you. Let's flip them over, take a look at this real quick. So this one card is downtown, and it's for a beast at the door, personal reflection card. So it says, let's look at this real quick. Obviously, I'm not going to read them all to you, but at the same time, just give you kind of a flavor for what the game's all about. Somebody might be looking at this going, I've never seen this before. Well, that's why we're doing the unboxing video, and of course, we want to give you a flavor for it. So if you do want to try to find it, again, the Kickstarter is over, but at the same time, you could probably find one online if you're looking for it. Okay. Angelic assistance. You wander around downtown waiting for Melisandre's call. The entire time you wait, you hear a strange muffled buzzing. Before too long, you realize you've wandered into a small alley where a shadow has appeared. Shadow spawns, and you again, boxing ring. Read a different one. So we got here. Radio. You approach the radio station and prepare to follow Alex's instructions. Take a movement test to successfully climb to a radio tower. 0 to 3, 4 plus, 0 to 2, 3 plus. Your counter invasion mission is complete on the bottom. Again, I'm not going to read everything on the cards because I don't want to give away anything. Fear itself. Teenage hormones, bored teachers, school lunch. This place doesn't need a killer clown to be terrifying. The serial killer isn't here, but something else is. A shadow spawns. It will not move, you cannot move, and your reflection cannot continue until it is defeated. That takes place at the high school. Those are your scenario cards. All right. And we have some more of those over here as well. More event cards, minion cards. Let's take a look at one of those, say. It says explosive nightlight minion combat cards. Oh, so there you go. I'll see the character or creature that you're going to have to attack or fight off. A leg breaker. A lackey. Ooh. Grunt. Special ability. Equip one card from the alien technology deck when spawned. Players take but cannot use the alien technology when this enemy is defeated. Right. Invasion, start, draw, panic, panic, spawn. See what's in the back. Start, draw. There be a mook. Take one bomb code card from the top of the bomb code deck and remove this card from the game when mook is defeated. We saw him already. We saw him already. Lastly, we saw them already. Okay, good. You get the general gist and the general idea. There's a whole bunch. Let's see what we got over here now. Combat card. The Seducer. That's pretty cool. Reaver. Frenzied Clown. Another Torment Reaver. A Weakened Mind Render. Saw that already. Violence Reaver. A Ruin Reaver. Bryce the Damned. The Beast. Ruin Reaver. Triumphant Mind Render. Alright. That's a whole lot of cards right there. And we're still not done. Let's take a look at some more cards. We got some phase cards. It says phases. Let's turn that over. It says bomb location, warehouse. Place 3 bomb tokens on the warehouse. Remove bomb token at the end of every night phase. If all tokens are resolved, the bomb explodes. All players must take 1 doubt point and 5 nightmare. It's Bryce Bomb, Bryce Bomb, Bryce Bomb, Bryce Bomb. Anemus ability. Rank 1 heal. An ability card. Rank 1 flashback. Rocket thrusters. Dark magic. Shadow form. Looks like spell cards. Curse. Or ability cards for your characters. Dark bolt. All different kinds. Looks like these are cards that are going to be going with your, when your person's a regular person, they're a Nemus, or I should say when they're Erica, they don't have these kinds of cards, but when they turn into their Nemus, the telepath, they get these cards. So you got to match them up with the player cards. Let's see if I can find one for her. There you go. So, the telepath gets this ability card here. Rank 3, Steel Thought. That's it down here. Quiet your mind, think of nothing, just let me in and I'll do the rest. As a free action, play this card and choose any other character in their Animus form on any space. You may use anyone that has characters' Animus abilities as if it were your own, using your magic score for any required tests. You may do this whether or not that character currently has access to their chosen ability. So that's how that works. You got a whole lot to choose from, depending on which characters you choose. Let's keep going, because we got a lot more to go through. Sorry about that. Usually have them open already. Final Confrontation, Echoes, Artifacts. Final Confrontation, Echoes, Artifacts. Panic. All right, so let's take a look at one of these and read the back and see what it's all about. Solidarity. All players must end the day phase on the same location as the killer clown. When they do so, immediately lower the clown's terror rating by 1, then draw a new Final Confrontation card. All right, let's see, Echoes. It says, Brilliance. The tome taught you things that no other mortal knows. Having studied it, you feel the doubt tremble when you flex your will. You get +1 for magic on that one. All right, let's go to this Panic card. Let's see what this does. Panic. Riots in the streets. Place this card on the boxing gym. Whenever entering this space, take a combat test of 4. If you pass, you manage to avoid the violence. If you fail, take 1 wound. All right. All kinds of cards. Whole heck of a lot of them. Those are the mini cards. And we have another set of mini cards as well. As you can tell, ooh, there'll be a lot of them. All right. Husk. The seducer leaves only ruin in her wake. The husk has fallen under her spell. Take a social test, 5. To free the husk of the seducer's influence. If you pass, remove the husk. If you fail, the husk explodes, dealing 3 damage. The beast strikes. The library is a perfect target for the beast. In the next day phase, an anima may go to the library and pass a social test, 5, to convince them to close early. If no one does this before the end of that day phase, place the card next to the beast combat card. The beast receives an additional +2 combat when manifested. Panic. Again, I'm not going to read all these cards, but Police Blockade. Place this card on any street in the 3rd row of the city without a panic card. If the 3rd row of the city does not contain a street without a panic card, place this card on any street anywhere in the city. Treat this street as a stop sign. Okay. Bomb Diffusal Code, Alien Technology, Beast Strikes, all different kinds of cards that are used obviously throughout the game. All different cards. Some more stuff. Your scenarios. Beast at the door. Objective. Required location. Starting taint. Additional setup. Personal reflections. Night phase. Victory. Dead serious. Explosive nightlife. Attack of the Mind Render. War of the Roses. So my suggestion would be, as soon as you get the box set, you open it up and you break it down into each of the scenarios. So you put your cards together, put all the Beasts at the Door together, put all the Dead Series together, put all the Explosive together, all the Attack, and all the War of the Roses. This will make the game a lot simpler. Of course, that's not done for you when we're doing an unboxing. And of course, you have here tiles, the docks, downtown, museum, McCaller's Investigations, street, crossroad, crossroad, stop sign, we just read about that. The high school, park, street, 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 stop sign, stop sign. Now, as we said before, you go in the back of these, there is nothing. So, all the tiles, excuse me, are one-sided. Give an extra baggie in here. Take a look at the rest of the tiles. The bottom's up bar, street, street, street. The voodoo shop, warehouse, library, hospital, boxing gym, police station, DCMA headquarters, Melisandre's alley. When drawing an artifact here, you may draw 2 artifact cards and keep one of your choosing. All right, that's it. Like I said, there's a lot of information to digest with this game, but it looks like it's going to be really, really fantastic. Actually looking forward to playing it very much so. Now, the last thing I want to show you, of course, are the minis that come with the game. So, there's a nice set of them. Bring out one of each type so you can see it better. Good detail. A little flash on them. Cut it right off. No big deal. These look to be about 20 millimeter, not quite 28. They're on a little bit of the small size and skinny size. Again, the flashing that's on the side here, no big deal. You can just kind of take care of that, especially if you're going to paint them up. Okay. Back. And again, each figure goes with a different scenario, which is kind of cool too. All right. And your main characters and their anemas. A couple more. Figures are a cool add-on. Not necessary because you have the characters, the standees if you wanted to use those. But I always think that the figures are good to have. The rest. That's a cool, like, I should show you that one. Killer Clown. Some more of them. And there you have it, the shared dream. Have a great day, be safe, be well, and be blessed. Thank you for joining us.